Well, we move now to a developing story in Alabama. There are huge, brutal storms striking various areas of that state. Details are still coming in right now, but a tornado appears to have ripped through the city of Selma, Alabama. Selma's mayor said the city received, quote, significant damage and asked residents to avoid traveling until things start to calm down. So we want to reach out, and joining us on the phone, where I know it's a busy day, Ricky Adams is Director of Field Operations at the Alabama Emergency Management Agency. And Ricky, thank you very much on this busy day. Hope all is everybody's safe there. Significant damage we're hearing in Selma. What's the latest there?
Yes, we're still assessing, or the county is still assessing the situation in Selma, and we understand that there are down trees, power lines, and debris, which makes the passing through that area very difficult. We have reports of injuries. However, at this point, there are no reports of any fatalities.
Thank God for that. And you know, what was the nature of this storm? What area did it hit? Was it a populated area? What can you tell us about the path of this storm?
Well, this storm actually hit Selma to the west and through the town, and it was a combination of populated and rural. And that same storm continued on eastward through the state to the state of Georgia. So it was on the ground quite a while.
Oh. One of those. We're hearing more and more about those kinds of storms that just build and roar across the ground. So what else from your position do you want residents there to know right now? Anybody who might be listening?
Well, it's very important for residents to know that this storm system is still not finished. It's moving through the state towards the east part of the state, and we hope that this emphasizes and makes important what we always say, and that is to always have multiple ways to get your warnings and to always be aware of your safe place, whether that be inside of your well-constructed home or at a nearby shelter, because when these warnings go out, there are barely minutes to respond.
Absolutely. Well, we thank you for your time, Director of Field Operations at the Alabama Emergency Management Agency, Ricky Adams. We thank you. Good luck to you and to all your people down there. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Well, for more on this weather system that Ricky was just describing, let's bring in ABC News meteorologist Melissa Griffin. She's got the track for us. So, Melissa, just tell us what's going on right now down in Alabama and across Georgia, it sounds like.
Yeah, Terry, we're watching these storms as they slam through Alabama. We've seen what these storms have done to Selma, bringing significant damage. We've already had more than 20 reported tornadoes across just the state of Alabama alone. And that system, the entire line packing those embedded tornadoes, is moving east and it's moving into Georgia right now. It's why I want to bring you to the radar. That's where we have these tornado warnings in effect. Not far south of Atlanta, we did see a radar-confirmed tornado just 7 miles southwest of Atlanta not too long ago, but now more warnings are popping up. That one, 40 miles south of Atlanta, just south of Peachtree City. That one is another radar-confirmed tornado. So very dangerous as these storms continue to move east. They are moving quickly, but if you are in these areas, now is the time to get into your safe space. If you're anywhere from Atlanta back through Peachtree City, even into Covington, Jackson, Georgia, that's where the most dangerous of this system is right now. But you can see the line stretches from Atlanta, Georgia, northern Georgia, really, all the way back through the Florida Panhandle. That's where we're seeing the most of these very dangerous and severe weather systems, those supercells that are packed right in this line there. You can see more tornado warnings and more radar-confirmed tornado warnings just north of Dothan, Alabama. So Montgomery getting hit as well right now, too. Tornado watches in effect from Mobile all the way to Atlanta through about 7 o'clock tonight. It's not just the tornadoes, which I do think we will see more reports of, but also those damaging wind gusts, straight-line winds to 70 miles per hour possible, and large hail. So anyone in the states of southeastern Alabama and, of course, much of Georgia need to be on the lookout through this evening. Terry.
Yeah, that is quite dramatic, the images that we're looking at there. It's the 12th of January, Melissa. I'm from the Midwest, and so maybe it's very different, but, you know, this isn't tornado season out where I'm from originally. How unusual is this kind of storm in this area this time of year?
And so many people ask that. You know, most people think tornado season, that's in the spring, that's in April, that's in May. And a lot of times that is true, especially in Tornado Alley, which is from Texas up through Nebraska, and that's the plains. There's another Tornado Alley that is getting more and more activity, not just in the springtime, but also in the winter months, and that's called Dixie Alley, and that includes Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia. And we're seeing the tornadic activity peak up in months like December, January, into February. So you can see this system. It's all part of the same system that's bringing that warm air clashing with that cold air. That's that frontal boundary, and that's where we're seeing the severe weather activity from the Florida Panhandle up through Atlanta. But it's also going to bring rain all the way up into the Carolinas. They could see damaging gusts tonight, and then it makes its way into the Northeast with mainly rain because we are seeing pretty moderate temperatures from D.C., New York City to Boston, and then we're going to see some snow in the inland areas of the Northeast. So it is all one big system, but mainly what you're seeing is that clash of warm air and cold air in the Southeast, and that's what's bringing the severe weather. And like I said, we're seeing an uptick of that activity for places like Alabama and Georgia, even in the winter months. Terry.
Right, for sure. Melissa Griffin, thank you very much, as always. Well, I'm Terry Moran. Thank you for streaming with us. We're going to take you now to GMA 3 right after this break.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.